You prayed. You believed. You waited. And nothing happened. So you prayed again. Harder this time. With more faith, more tears, more desperation. And still, silence. And somewhere in that silence, a dangerous thought crept in. Maybe God doesn't hear me. Maybe I'm not worthy enough. Maybe he said no and I just can't accept it. But what if the silence isn't rejection? What if the delay isn't denial? What if, right now, in this very moment, God is not ignoring your prayer? What if he is answering it in a way your eyes cannot yet see? Today, I want to show you exactly what God is doing when he delays your prayer. Because once you understand this, you will never panic in a season of waiting again. Part 1. He is protecting you from what you're asking for. The first thing God is doing when he delays your prayer is protecting you. Not from failure. From the very thing you're asking for, because sometimes what we want and what we're ready for are two completely different things. You've been praying for that relationship, that opportunity, that promotion, that open door. And God keeps it closed. Not because he's withholding good things, but because he can see what's behind that door, and you cannot. Think about a parent and a child. A child reaches for a hot stove. The parent stops them. The child cries. The child doesn't understand. But the parent isn't being cruel. The parent is being kind in a way the child doesn't have the capacity to understand yet. That's what God is doing. Psalm 84 verse 11 says, "No good thing does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless." Notice it doesn't say God withholds good things. It says he withholds no good thing. Which means, if it's being withheld, he's either building you to receive it, or protecting you from what it actually is. The closed door is not punishment. It is protection. Part 2. He is building what your blessing requires. The second thing God is doing in your delay is construction. Not destruction. Construction. While you are waiting, God is building, in you, the exact character, strength, capacity, and faith required to hold the answer to your prayer without it destroying you. Because here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Unprepared people cannot sustain prepared blessings. If God had given Joseph the throne the day after his dream, Joseph would have lost it by Tuesday. He wasn't ready. He needed the pit, the slavery, the prison, the betrayal, not because God was cruel, but because the throne required someone the desert had refined. The blessing God has for you is too heavy for who you currently are. Not as an insult, as an invitation to grow. Romans 5 verses 3-4 says, "We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance produces character, and character produces hope." The waiting isn't wasted time. It is the most productive season of your life, even when it doesn't feel like it. He is building the version of you that can actually carry what he promised. Part 3. He is clearing the path. The third thing God is doing in your delay is clearing. Before a blessing arrives, God often has to remove obstacles you don't even know exist. People who would misuse your testimony. Environments that would corrupt your purpose. Mindsets in you that would sabotage your own success. You think the blessing is ready, but the path isn't clear yet. Think of a surgeon preparing for an operation. The patient is already on the table. But the surgeon doesn't cut until everything is sterile, prepared, and positioned correctly. The delay before the incision isn't hesitation, it's precision. God operates with surgical precision. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Your blessing has a time. A specific, chosen, appointed time. And God will not release it one moment before that time, because a premature blessing, dropped into an unprepared situation, can become a curse. The delay is God clearing the runway so when your blessing lands, nothing crashes it. Part 4. He is testing what you actually believe. This is the part nobody talks about. When God delays your prayer, he is also watching what you do in the waiting. Do you still praise him when the answer doesn't come? Do you still trust him when the silence stretches on? Do you still believe his word when everything around you says the opposite? Because faith that only survives answered prayers isn't faith at all. It's transactions. Real faith is what remains when the answer hasn't come yet. And God is not testing you to punish you, He is testing you to promote you. Think of Job. God didn't allow Job's trials because he forgot Job. He allowed them because he trusted Job, and he was proving to the unseen realm that Job's faith was real. Your delay is God trusting you with the test. James 1 verses 3-4 says, "The testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Not lacking anything. That's the outcome of the test. The waiting isn't God doubting you. It's God developing you. Part 5. He is aligning everything at once. The fifth and final thing God is doing in your delay is alignment. Your prayer is one piece. But God is not just answering one piece. He is aligning hundreds of invisible factors simultaneously: people, timing, locations, other people's decisions, doors, seasons, so that when your answer arrives, everything is perfectly positioned. You are praying for one thing. God is coordinating 1,000 things. That's why it takes longer than you expect. Not because He's slow, but because He is thorough. And He refuses to give you a partial answer when a complete one is coming. Think of it like this. You're looking at one puzzle piece wondering why it hasn't been placed yet. God is looking at the entire 1,000-piece picture and making sure every piece is in position before placing yours, because where your piece goes determines everything around it. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, "I am the Lord. In its time, I will do this swiftly." In its time. Not your time. Not the time you chose. The appointed time. And when it comes, it will be swift. Sudden. Overwhelming. The alignment is happening right now. Even in the silence. Even in the waiting. Especially there. So let me speak to you directly right now. If you are in a season of waiting, if you have prayed and the silence feels unbearable, I need you to hear this. God has not forgotten your name. He has not lost your prayer. He has not moved on. He has not decided someone else is more worthy. He is protecting you. He is building you. He is clearing the path. He is developing your faith. And He is aligning everything, all at once, for a moment that is going to be more than you asked for and more than you imagined. Habakkuk 2 verse 3 says, "For the vision awaits an appointed time." It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. Though it lingers, wait for it. Not because waiting is easy, but because what's coming is worth the wait. So today, instead of questioning the silence, do something different. Thank Him in it. Praise Him before the answer comes. Trust Him before the door opens. Rest in Him before the season changes. Because the God who started something in you has never once left it unfinished. Philippians 1 verse 6, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." He began it. He will complete it. The delay is part of the work. Hold on. Stay faithful. Keep praying. Your answer is not late. It is precisely on time. Drop "I will wait on God" in the comments if this spoke to your spirit today. And if you're in a season of waiting right now, type "waiting" so I know who this message was for. That comment section is about to show you that you are not alone. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we bring you truth for the exact season you're in. God bless you. See you in the next one.